12 o'clock.
Today's news.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Navage.
I'm Monica Ricks in New York. Blizzard-like conditions are now slamming much of the upper Midwest, with cities like Minneapolis set to get up to 2 feet of snow. Taylor Brayford is stuck at an airport there.
I went up to the flight desk and I asked them for a travel voucher because that's what the customer representative on the phone told me to, and then they laughed in my face.
More than 1,500 flights have been canceled nationwide, and roads are much better. WCCO TV's Adam Duxter's in Lakeland.
The Public Works Department says they've been out since 3:30 in the morning getting those roads plowed and had a lot of these neighborhoods ready to go for folks that did have a morning commute today by 7 or 8 or so. And from there, the folks who stayed home, well, it was really a question of, do I go out and plow my driveway or plow my sidewalk knowing I'm going to be having to do the same thing all over again tomorrow? Some folks did.
A state of emergency is in place in Minnesota. President Biden's now headed home, but before leaving Poland today, he met with NATO leaders and reaffirmed his commitment to their defense amid Russia's war in Ukraine.
As NATO's eastern flank, you're on the front lines of our collective defense, and you know better than anyone what's at stake in this conflict.
Meantime, former President Trump was in Ohio today and slammed the Biden administration for, quote, abandoning people after a toxic train derailment.
We're here today in East Palestine to show our love and support for our fellow Americans in this hour of need.
He thanked firefighters with McDonald's on his way out. In New York City, the NYPD says thieves are plucking Apple AirPods right off people's ears.
Police say the thieves work with 2 suspects on each moped. The passenger gets off, approaches the victim from behind, and steals the headphones right off their head. They cost about $500. Matt Piper, CBS News, New York.
A man has been charged for the murder of a Catholic bishop in Los Angeles.
69-year-old Bishop David O'Connell was shot multiple times last weekend at his home. Carlos Medina, the husband of the bishop's housekeeper, has been charged. District Attorney David Gascon.
This is a brutal act of violence against a person who's dedicated a life to making our neighborhoods safer.
Medina has suggested the bishop owes him money. L.A. Sheriff's Lieutenant Michael Modica.
He said several different reasons, and none of them made any sense. So we don't believe there's any validity to the owing of money.
O'Connell had been ordained 45 years. Steve Butterman, CBS News, Los Angeles.
Also in L.A. today, a judge sentenced the man who murdered Nipsey Hussle. Eric Holder will serve 60 years to life in prison for killing the rapper in 2019. His trial had been delayed because of the pandemic. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cab News Adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody.